Hey everybody, you've already seen my boat here in one of my videos where I was talking about building my rod holders, and I had mentioned in the end of that video that I was going to build a box to go back here. You know, it's going to serve two purposes, and it will be to number one, so I can have a seat to lean against, you know, while I'm going down the river here with this center console. And also, I'm going to build the box big enough that I can put my ice chest in. And so, I just wanted to start a video here and show you the process of what I've done and how I've built this box. So what I'm doing here to get started, I've got, these are going to be the ends, each end, and I've got, you know, I'm just put this together here just now, getting started on it, but you know, everything is going to come together like so, you know, and so once I weld all that up, then that'll be one side. I'm gonna build two of these. And then I've got some pre-cut already that I'll go, you know, in between it, and that's going to be my box. These are this is 3/4 tubing. It is thin walled. It is pretty light. I was concerned about building something real heavy. You know, I mean, the boat could obviously handle it, but I just didn't want a whole lot of extra weight, so I didn't want to do anything heavy. But I don't have an aluminum welder, so this is my option here, and so I'm going to build this, and so I will show you the steps. Like I said, I've got my magnet in here, a corner magnet to hold it in place. That's squared off. I'm going to weld this up, and I'll do each one of them, and whenever I get these two ends built, I'll come back on and show you what I've done so far and what my next move is. Okay, so you can see that I've got the two ends squared off and made here. Now what I'm going to do next is I'm going to put 4 of these, one here, one at the top in the corner, on each end there, and that's going to be the structure of my box. So I'll get that welded in and get back with you. Alright, so here's the box, the frame of it. I got everything welded, sanded down, and so what I'm going to do is I've got some aluminum sheeting that has carbon on the inside of it, so it's like 1/8 of an inch thick, and I'm going to wrap the sides with that. So let me get that done and get that started, and I'll get back with you here. Okay, so here's where I'm at so far. I've got the box completely built, sanded down, everything. I painted it, and this is the spot where it's going to be sitting in my boat. Now, I'm sure I will move these two chairs in the back because I won't need them once I get this, because it's going to be a seat and everything, and I can just, you know, sit right there on it. So my next move is I'm going to put the sides on it, and I'll bring those out here and show you what it looks like. So here's the sheeting that I have, and as I said, here you can see it's aluminum on each side, and it's got carbon, some type of carbon fiber on the inside. But I'm going to put that around, put it around there, and I've got the two pieces cut here for the ends, and then sides, the long side I've got there. So that is that's the material. It's real lightweight. That's what I'm going to put on the outside of this here. So I will get this put on, and I'll show you where I'm at next. Okay, so here's where I'm at so far. I got everything built, painted. I put the covering around it, that aluminum board. I wrapped it here with some 3/4 inch 1/16 thick angle, aluminum angle. I done wrapped the top, wrapped the corners, and so my next step is going to be sanding everything down. I'm going to paint it, and I've got a piece of 3/4 inch plywood cut that I'm going to put on the top, and I'm going to be putting a cushion on it and wrapping it in some fabric. And so this is where it's going to be, and so whenever I get the next step done, I'll get back on here and show you what I got done. Okay, so here's where I'm at so far. I have got the box painted, camoed. It's obviously not the same camo pattern that I have on my boat, but I do have it camoed. The inside here, I took up my my plate here that goes to covers my fuel tank. I took it up and drilled the holes through it, mounted that down on each side where I wanted it, and so that is where that's at. And I am going to start putting the top on now. I've got to go put the cushion and the covering, so I will show you that process here in a second. Alright, so this is going to be my top. You see I've got a 3/4 inch plywood here. I've got it painted on both sides. I've got this foam cut. I want to put it right on top, and then I've got the fabric here sewed up and everything. So I'm going to put the fabric on the top, wrap it around it, and then I'm going to get it mounted onto the box there, the seat, and I'll show you that once I get it done. Okay, so here is the finished product. Here is the box slash seat that I have made to go back here on my boat. Like I said, it serves the purpose of, it allows me to be able to lean up against it here while I'm driving, and also come back here and lift it up, lean that against the steering wheel, and then I have my ice chest right there. I just reach down there and lift it up, and there it goes. So I'm really liking it. I really like the way it turned out. You know, if you know anything about these Grizzly trackers here, they don't come with a seat back here. It came with a little cushion that went right here, and that clipped in the little clips there, the slid in them, and it was only like a 4 inch thick. So I mean, you're sitting down, and I didn't really like that, so I built this here, and I think I'm really gonna like it. I've already leaned up against it here while I was you know, behind the steering wheel to see how that was going to work, and that seems to work pretty good. I've sat on it, so it seems to do real good. I mean, obviously I hadn't went fishing with it. I just got it in the boat and everything, but I know I had mentioned in a previous video that I was going to build one, and I kicked around different ideas of how I wanted to do. I thought about building a wooden box and insulate it and fiberglass it in and make that my ice chest by itself, and I actually started building that box, and decided no, I didn't like that idea. And I had this aluminum sheeting laying around, and so I went and got me that 3/4 tubing and built the frame, and then cut that sheeting down to it, and screwed that, put screws in and screwed it down. I pre-drilled every hole, and then I put the screws in it. I got the little aluminum 1/16 inch thick aluminum angle to go around. I went around the top, went around the sides, and like I said, I pre-drilled every bit of that, and put it in there. So I really like the way it turned out. Hit the like button if you like what I've done here, and if you want to see more content, hit the subscribe button. Thanks again, and we'll see you in the next video.